I'm sorry. That was $10 a head. $10 a head, folks.
Randy Miller and Michael Seward on RandyMillerRadio.com.
People say the blues is just a good man feeling bad. I don't know about you, that's not the kind of blues I have. I'm a bad man. I'm feeling good. Yes, I'm a bad man. Let's get that understood.
Man, what a scene this is, Michael. We are down here at the Westin Crown Center, and this entire week is the home to the Folk Art Alliance. It's the largest folk singing convention in the country. This is crazy.
It's back. It's been in Canada, wherever.
New Orleans.
And man, I don't even know how you describe it. It is such a treat. There's nothing like it.
Nothing like it. And you got all these different, for people from all over the world. We've talked to people from Toronto, Australia. They're from everywhere. And they're performing in their rooms. Every room of the Westin has music coming out of it, which is so cool.
Take everything out of the rooms. The beds, everything are gone.
You know who's here this year, honestly? And because the awards night is tonight, Janice Ian is here.
Janice Ian.
At 17, I learned the truth. I learned the smell of good vermouth. Anyway, she's here. She's nominated.
Remember that?
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
Well done.
Yeah, and she's nominated for Folk Album of the Year. There's your Janice Ian update, if you were wondering. But we're going to talk to some of the artists. We're going to talk to people that really don't want to talk to us, and we're going to find people just to annoy here at the Westin Crown Center.
Folk Alliance International. Woo!
Hey there. Excuse me. Are you Chris Stapleton?
I am not.
Can you do a little Tennessee whiskey?
I don't do that song, actually. No.
What is your name, sir?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm Randy Miller from RandyMillerRadio.com.
Hey, Randy, how you doing?
What is your name of your...
Brian Litfin from Jabulani.
You're from where?
We're from Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
Playing traditional Zulu music and traditional Zulu rock.
Music. Zulu Can we hear a little bit of that real quick? That sounds pretty sweet. What's your name?
My name is Gideon.
Gideon.
That's it.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it's a coincidence that this Folk Alliance started the same weekend as recreational marijuana in Missouri?
I don't think that's a coincidence at all.
Right.
I don't think it's a coincidence at all, sir. I think the organizers of the festival are forward thinkers.
Yes.
They know what the people want.
Right.
They try to please the people.
Yes.
And so they've chosen not only a place that will please the folk musicians,
Right.
but they've brought the folk musicians here to support your new
So
venture.
you're actually supporting the economy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
I think that's a
right?
fantastic thing
As
for you to be
folk
doing.
musicians, we're just out here to support the economy.
Right. And we want to thank you so much for
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
It's all about the commerce.
How did you guys find each other? Just by outfits?
So he's my dad. So
is that right?
I don't know how he found me, but I became conscious one day and there he was.
And how long have you guys been performing together?
Sure, that's a good question. 20.
Thank you.
No, not that long.
15. I'm getting
Maybe
forgetful.
15 years. Maybe 15 years, something like that.
And how is it performing with your son?
Challenging sometimes.
Can he?
Fantastic most of the
Can he be a pain in the ass?
How often?
Good point.
And I bet you if you asked him that same question, he'd give us
Let me ask you, can you be a pain in the ass?
When I try.
Now,
I can.
Do you guys have a showcase this evening?
We do have a showcase this evening.
And what time is that?
It is at
12:10.
There you go.
Are you going to be able to stay up?
That's not the first time I've heard that question, but
I asked that question as well.
Yeah, right. I bet
Yes.
you do. Well, thank you guys. Good luck.
Thank you
This
for
is
the interview.
Absolutely, man. Good talking to you guys.
Thank you, Randy.
It's a scramble, traitors, we're lots about champions of camels. Picture this, an American scene, lost in the cover of a magazine. Bible Belt baby wanna be a queen. Lord mama tried to keep a little boy clean.
Hi, what's your name?
Flamey Grant.
What is it?
Flamey Grant.
Flamey.
Well, it got a laugh, so that's good.
So my name is Randy Miller from Randy Miller Radio.
Hi, Randy.
And tell me about your participation in this event this year.
In Folk Alliance International. Well, I'm here as an artist. I'm a singer-songwriter who also happens to be a drag performer, obviously.
Right.
So yeah, I named myself after my hero, Amy Grant. And I'm here to meet people and expand my craft. And this is my first time here, so
So what kind of music?
it Americana folky. It's more the theme than the style for me. I sing a lot about recovery from religious trauma. So it kind of runs.
Are you also married to Vince Gill?
No, Vince Thrill is my spouse.
Vince. That's fantastic. And do you have a showcase today?
I do, yeah. Tonight at I think 12:30, somewhere up there in one of the hotel rooms.
Give me the 3 names of your songs.
I'm gonna do Esther, Ruth, and Rahab, which is like a Sunday school lesson, basically. I'll probably do one called "What Did You Drag Me Into," and then I have another one called "Scratches." That's a sweet one that I'll do. So,
That's cool.
yeah.
That's so cool. That's so great to meet you. Good luck with the showcase.
You too, Randy.
Where can we find your music?
I'm online at flameygrant.com, and it's on all of the streaming sites and everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Randy.
Absolutely. Who are you with?
I'm here with Advancing Indigenous Performance. I'm doing I'm doing their showcase tonight. I'm actually a local here in Kansas City.
Are you?
They couldn't make it, so they had me come in and present for them tonight.
We're with RandyMillerRadio.com.
Okay.
And so, what exactly are you doing?
I am stage managing tonight's performance in the Advancing Indigenous Performance Showcase for the Indigenous Performers Room.
That sounds all made up.
It's not, but I can't tell you that I know a lot about it because
Does it include
tired.
a didgeridoo?
I don't believe so, but I don't know all of the performers tonight. So
What's your name?
My name is Sydney, and this is Regina.
Hi, Regina.
That's Adrian.
Hi, Adrian. How are you?
Our band name is Bandits on the Run. That's our
Bandits. Are you bandits on the run?
Yes.
Bandits on the run.
Absolutely.
On the run from what?
We're on the run to infinite.
Oh, I see. Not from, to.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you.
Running
we like the
towards,
positive.
never away. Yeah.
Hey, you can read all about us.
Now, do you-
Like a little handbill.
Look at it. Now, do you have a
Here we
showcase?
go. Yeah, we have some private showcases tonight, going out with a bang. There's actually one that we just added that's not on there
At 2 a.m.
2 a.m. Woo!
Oh boy, that's a wow. Okay. And what is your energy like at 2 a.m.?
Honestly, like even bigger than right now.
It's pretty much it's pretty much like this. We've altered our schedules to be nocturnal for these few days. So
That's right.
we rolled in around 4 p.m. this morning with coffees. We were like, "Good morning, everyone." So
Now, where are you guys from?
So we're from Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
And how long have you been together?
8 years.
Really?
Yeah, long time.
Fun fact: we started in the subways, so we are legit underground musicians.
Right.
Um,
And we love busking. Like we just played in the stairway here. We just love playing in unexpected places. So
We'd love to hear something.
okay.
Oh, you want to hear something?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
I was just telling Randy that I was on a cruise ship this year, and the pianist would randomly pop up on the ship, but sometimes his upright piano would be in the elevator. So have you done that yet?
Not yet.
That's a fun thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Come them, God knows where they're going, to the ends of land. Ever shifting, ever growing, will we know the story?
Thank you for coming.
Look at this throne. Look at this throne. Built on blood and flesh of nations and their homes
Now without a clue.
without a clue of how it's true or doubtful to you. If you try and reach back, touch a thing that only was, you'll find you're flying blind into the sun. But if you can see past heavens made of ancient dust, you'll find the other side is yet to come. Private showcase. Yesterday's done. Gone from all of our sensation, and tomorrow comes. No matter all our speculation, we'll never know the story of who we are. So just try and reach back, touch a thing that only was. Come on, you'll find you're flying blind into the sun. But if you can see past heavens made of ancient dust, you'll find the other side is yet to come. You'll find the ground floor is yet to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, bandits on the run in the elevator. Oh my God.
From getting their starts in a subway to now a glass
They
elevator. in
moved up to an
downtown
elevator.
Kansas City.
Going bandits.
I'm sorry. That was $10 a head. $10 a head, folks. That was so great. That was the best performance I've ever heard on an elevator. Oh my gosh. You guys, hey, let me.
I'm gonna find. I'll send you this video.
No, look, wait a minute. We're not done with you. What? The harmonies were so amazing. I'm so incredible. Is that an original song?
Yeah. We write all our songs. Unless we steal them. Sometimes we steal songs.
But the most, yes, yeah.
Man,
We have a QR code to a music video that's not released yet. It's a little sneak preview.
your harmonies are so beautiful. That was such a beautiful song, really. That was great.
Thanks for coming up and talking to us.
Absolutely.
Man, I tell you what, If the pearly gates opened for me and heard you all, seriously, that just
I know.
so resonated with my heart.
Now, can I ask you which do you know which floor, which elevator you'll be performing on next?
Every single one.
It could be anything. You never know.
Or maybe we'll see you on the escalator. I mean,
We should try it.
thank you guys so much. That was great. Oh, that was so good.
You guys are amazing.
That was great. Oh, that was so good. Wow. Loving an escalator.
Only RandyMillerRadio.com are you going to get that kind of action.
I mean, really, how many performances have you seen in an elevator?
They're like, where are we going to do this at? Well, how about the 18th floor, the 17th, the 16th, the 15th, the 14th? I don't know that we were on 13, 12, 11.
That was great. That was great.
Good, buddy.
Oh, man. So good. Ladies and gentlemen, we've discovered a legend. We've discovered a legend here at the Folk Art Alliance. Yes, Chris Hagarian is here from the bridge.
Hello.
Chris, how you doing?
Good, man. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
It's been a minute.
And this is a weird, so the last time we were here was 2016.
Sure.
And this thing has really morphed into something totally different because at that time it was open to the public, right?
Back in 2016, yeah, they had limited public passes during this time block from 6 to 10 p.m. The public could buy a ticket and come to the ballrooms around here. And then at 10:30, they'd go home. But the magic here happens after that, upstairs from 10 p.m. to 3 in the morning.
If we're going to interview one artist or a band here, who should we interview? We just talked to Flamey Grant, by the way.
Okay, I mean, the awesome things about this event is all the international acts that are here. So anyone you can find from another country would be great to grab.
14 Australian acts.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I feel like there was more pre-COVID, but we're still figuring that out, I think, post-COVID. But the international acts those are the great stories. To hear how they got here, it's amazing how many non-American governments subsidize their artists' trips here. We're here, we don't help anybody. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah.
Why don't we help anybody?
I don't know. We all have, fundraiser shows for each other and end up playing for free to get money to try to come here.
Right.
It's the same with trying to get a showcase for South by Southwest. We pull money out of each other's pockets and make it work, but other governments have it figured out in this pocket of community funding.
We just interviewed a father-son team from Toronto, and they've been performing for quite a while. First time here,
Yeah.
and they were so excited about it. Is this still a thing? I mean, is this like something you want to put on your bucket list as far as a folk artist?
If you're a music nerd at all, you should come to this. It's like South by. Like, if you like music at all, grin and bear it once and go to South by. This is a good story for your podcast. I have, Middle of the Map was our festival, and we had a film festival with Middle of the Map.
God, yeah, and by the way, your acts are like crazy big now.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about that. But so an artist from Canada came here to play, and all of the musician grants were gone for Canadian singer-songwriter type artists. So instead of that, she applied for a filmmaker's grant. So she got a grant, came here, hired 2 kids from Kansas City Art Institute, literally met her at the airport, made a movie, all paid for by Canadian money, and we showed it at the film festival for Middle of the Map. But that's how other governments help their artists get here. Even if it wasn't for a singer-songwriter, she got a grant to make a film documenting her whole experience. So
that's pretty cool.
The stories are everywhere.
Yeah. Those are
pocket and
those are
5 in the morning in every hallway.
Right. Now, are you going to make it till 5 in the morning?
I don't even have a badge this year. I just came to hang out in the lobby. Like, the lobby here has the best energy.
Right.
Get to run into everybody, and all our friends are here from Kansas City, and it does have a bit of a camp vibe. So you'll see people here, just like in any industry you're in. If you go to a conference, an annual conference, you see familiar faces you only see when you're there. It's like South by. It's crazy with 400,000 people. You can see the same people every year, but you do. And that's like it is here too.
Hey, pass along a message to Brian Truder for me, will you?
I will.
All right. So when he has
Is it a good message or a bad
it's a good message. I've started a little drinking game.
Okay.
When Tim Finn is on, every
mornings.
time he says I take a drink. I'm drunk about 15 minutes in.
I'll let him know.
All right. Chris, good to see you, man.
See you, man. It's been a long time.
Thanks a lot.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, you too.
You guys just running around?
Actually, our story's not much different than yours because I couldn't.
What's our
reach
story?
I couldn't reach the media person PR, and we're like, do we really need to? Everybody's like you. Everybody's in the lobby, so we did get this, but we came down with from the Lewis Myers days the 2016 badge, but.
Yeah.
He was Lewis Meyer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Force.
And it's amazing because we've thrown his name out a couple of times, and the people that aren't familiar with him, which is
Lewis was one of the 4 founding fathers of South by Southwest.
Yeah.
And when he moved here from Austin, when I first met with him, I said, I've never gone into a meeting where I know I want to become someone's best friend before I've met them.
Right.
And, he moved here and he brought folk with him, and he stopped doing South by. I think he was done by the 8th or 9th one. And then he passed away not long before one of these. I don't know what that was, 2017 maybe. Just an amazing man, and what a gift he brought to Kansas City, this amazing event that we get to host. I can't follow the pattern. I think we get it every 3 out of every 5 years.
like that.
Yeah.
So if I can tell a little South by Southwest Chris Hagarian story that I remember back to Lewis Myers and everything is when you were in the studio with us, you talked about Snoop Dogg on stage and Willie Nelson.
That's right.
And a bucket of something.
They talked about going to Popeyes together or KFC. Yeah, that would have been, I don't know what year that was, 16 or 17 when Snoop was the keynote at South by. He talked about, was it? I can't remember.
Do you remember?
Oh, the whole story. It was like your face hurt from laughing after Snoop told what the drive-thru attendant.
So yeah, listeners don't know the story. But set it up.
Yeah, so Snoop told a story at this keynote at South by Southwest, and it's a huge festival in Texas, Austin, Texas. That one of the craziest, best moments of his life was going through a drive-thru with Willie Nelson at a fried chicken restaurant, and just the craziness that ensued. And it was in Amsterdam, I believe, and
I think there was just smoke that was billowing out of the.
I can't even imagine.
I also remember you telling, replaying that story was they each got the bucket of chicken in the in between. Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't remember that.
So Snoop reaches in to get a piece of chicken, and all of a sudden, as he pulled it up, he realized Willie's got the same piece of chicken. He's like, no, dog, that's yours.
That's
It was
yours.
like, that was the coolest moment of my life.
That was
grabbing
cool.
the same piece of chicken in a bucket with Willie Nelson.
Willie's turning 90 this year and throwing that 2-day bash in LA with like the greatest music lineup I've ever seen.
Wow.
It's like 30 acts, all the great people, but
He's earned it.
90 years.
He's earned it, right?
Yeah. Well, it's great to run into you.
Yeah, good seeing you, Chris. That's so cool. Bruno,
Yes, like Bruno Mars.
very nice
You know,
set. Very nice set.
Somebody today thought it was Bruno Mars. So.
Well, I can see that. I'm Randy Miller from RandyMillerRadio.com. Great set.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a singer-songwriter, originally from Brazil, but I moved to Canada about 21 years ago. About 21 years ago. I live in Toronto, or Toronto, as Canadians like to say. And I go back and forth Brazil and Canada, been touring Europe as well last year. And very Brazilian-ish, as you like to call.
Where can we find your music?
You can find my music online, Bruno Capinan, CAPINAN.com. Also Spotify with Bruno CAP. You're gonna find me. Super easy. Social media as well, Instagram, Facebook.
How would you describe your music for people who've never heard it?
My music is a mix of the ocean waves. You know how the ocean sometimes is very calm, but sometimes it's not. So I describe my music like that. But also very Brazilian folk-ish. You know, people not familiarized with it. It's Brazilian folk.
I mean, you've got really your own dedicated style for sure, and the choreography that goes along with the performance is fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, I try. You know, sometimes it's also about the crowd. Sometimes I let loose a little bit more, but tonight was more intimate. So,
how much is it about the cape?
Not a lot. It's about my body, and whatever goes on top is whatever goes on top.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
So, as far as albums,
yes,
talk to me.
I have 6 albums.
6
albums. Yes. I'm working on maybe my first English album. Yes.
Oh wow!
So,
Look at that! Look at that!
Yeah.
Look at that deal.
Tarahara.
Very nice.
Yeah. So this is my number 6, and yeah, I like make albums.
Now, do you do music full time?
I do music full time.
Okay.
I've been very fortunate to have financial support in Canada. I've been touring Europe, Brazil. I was just in Brazil. October I was in Europe. Then I went to Brazil this winter.
And you finally made it to Kansas City.
I finally made it to Kansas, and I was actually in Toronto before. So I was in Brazil a week ago, less than a week ago.
Really?
Then I went back to Toronto and Kansas. And in Toronto was minus 30.
Oh,
degrees.
wow.
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's freaking cold.
I'm all centigrade. What do you think about?
So Kansas feels like summer to me.
Yeah, it does? Really?
It's okay.
So Brazilian.
Yeah.
How about the waxing?
The waxing. I've never waxed.
Right.
But Brazilians, they're very how do I put this? Very self-conscious. You know, so a lot of plastic surgery, Botox, waxing.
Believe me, he's had it all.
Well,
I haven't had it. I haven't had any.
different strokes.
Yeah, I haven't had anything, but I'm considering because the part of Brazil in my brain it's like telling me get Botox.
Now, Randy will tell you while
That's
we
a
were
good
listening.
point. Yeah.
Totally different style. But I'm like, who did I mention as you were playing the percussion and that classic guitar? In my mind, I was hearing Sergio Mendes in Brazil. Yeah. There's just some of that. I heard some of the rhythms. I'm like, man,
and I heard Lauren Green.
A little bit of both.
Okay, all right.
But definitely, yeah, Sergio Mendes, João Gilberto.
Some of your influences?
Some of my influences, Caetano Veloso, Gilberto
What was the
Gil.
first album you ever bought?
The first album, oh gosh.
That's a great question.
Or 8-track tape.
At home, I had a lot of records because my parents they like to listen to the music that have influenced me. But I would say the first record maybe was Bjork.
Really?
The Icelandic singer.
Yeah.
And then there's also another Canadian, American, Mexican singer called Lhasa.
Familiar.
Yeah, Lhasa de Sela. Lhasa, Lhasa.
Okay.
She passed away about 13 years ago.
Right.
But she was a big influence. Is still a big influence.
Well, you do a fantastic performance, and talk about your band because they're on there with you.
Yeah. So tonight we just had a trio format. So it was me, percussion, and acoustic guitar.
Right.
Sometimes I had more people on stage. In Brazil, I had about 7 musicians.
Really?
Yeah, with me on stage. So tonight I just wanted to do something more intimate, more Brazilian.
Yeah.
Because I want people to also hear the voice a little bit more.
Right.
So yeah, it was more intimate, but sometimes I had more people.
Great stuff, man.
Thank you.
Great stuff. And once again, now, where can we hear your music?
You can hear my music online. Bruno, like Bruno Mars, but just Bruno Capinan, Capinan. Super easy to find. Spotify, Apple Music, you name it.
Are you a Chiefs fan?
Yeah. Sure.
Good answer.
Yes. Of
Good
course.
answer.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Nice to talk to you. That was great. Is this the first time you've been here?
Second. I was here in 2015.
We were here 16.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
In fact, we're in the 2016 media passes.
Oh, nice.
kind of a different vibe.
It is. For myself, though, especially, I quit drinking between then and now. So it was a party for me then, and this is
smoke a lot of pot.
No.
I do.
Yeah, good. And now it's legal in Missouri as of yesterday, right, or today?
Yeah. What a coincidence that they have the Folk Art Alliance the same weekend.
Yeah.
Right.
Indeed. Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
This is so fun to find people that you know here at the folk situation, and we found Joy. How are you doing?
Good.
So how's it going?
Well, it's easy to get overwhelmed here. There's so much great music and so many great choices.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you been staying up till 3 a.m?
Yes.
You have?
Yes. Several nights. It's a little crazy. Yes. We're running on fumes.
Now, are you doing a showcase?
Yeah, I did 2 the first night, and then I've got 1 more tonight.
Oh, that's
So,
great.
Yeah.
And so how does that feel? How is that feeling?
Oh, it's really an excellent opportunity to get to hear other people that are showcasing in the same room, and then get to offer some of your own music,
Right.
And pick up maybe some new supporters, and yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing like this. I mean, we've been here since 2016, and it's back in Kansas City now, and it's so cool. It's just such a free kind of open situation, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Artists are so supportive of each other, and I think we're informed by so many different kinds of music, and the folk umbrella is so big these days, right? So you can hear all kinds of influences.
Well, that's the thing that we noticed. I mean, we just watched a group with 12 trombones and a couple of trumpets, and it's like, is that folk music?
Yeah, I think so. Right. We've really spread the umbrella wide.
Yeah.
Just right in front of us is from China to Appalachia. It's just, for example, you have all kinds of influences. Because
we played, there was one group that played for us in an elevator going up to the 18th floor.
Yes.
And,
Yeah, there was a group out here that was doing a Talking Head song right here, and everybody was gathered around and had an accordion and, a cello, and, so reinventing music.
That's how it should be, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because folk music is really music of the people, so it's, comes from wherever people are.
So now, where can people hear your music?
Okay, so joyzimmermanmusic.com, and I'll be working on a new album later this month.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And so would you describe your music as folk?
Yeah. Folk and acoustic roots. Yeah. Singer-songwriter. So, yeah.
Right. Cool. Well, good to see you.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thanks so
on
much.
everything. That's great.
Enjoy the folk music.
Absolutely. This is great. So are you familiar with any of the groups here?
Some of the, not a lot, a couple of the actual showcases, but I'm more familiar with some of the private showcase people. I've got some friends, locals, and then people from all over the country.
So there's no way you're in the witness protection program.
Not today.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah,
Good talking to you.
Yep, have a good day.
Enjoy.
RandyMillerRadio.com